Hi, my name is Maricela, and I'm from UT Tyler, an occupational therapy student. We're going to talk about mental health. Down below, I am going to put some different links on Dr. Fette and what she says about mental health and about children. The focus of her talk is she's going to talk about children's mental health, but specifically in schools and the communities. And she goes in about her professional experience, how she worked in outpatient psych, school-based practice, community, and homeless shelters. She kind of gets really deep where she talks about her child with severe health needs, and she faced that school exclusion. Her goal is to really just have occupational therapy, like better support into the school system and with their families. She further goes into detail in her videos where she talks about the trauma and the impact on the schools, the trauma, and the professionals. It just goes very complex. She also goes and talks about a personal case in Ben's journey. So just so you get a little outline, I gave you kind of just like a summary of the 3 videos, which will have linked on the bottom. But my main assignment is the question, what are some ideas you have for mental health in the school system? If I could create some type of program, I would start at kindergarten. Like as soon as public school is there, and I would implement a program of like 5 minutes a piece is what I might call it. And that 5 minutes a piece would be something the kid can do in their desk, whether they can do breathing techniques, they can just kind of reflect with mindfulness and just close their eyes and just maybe have some affirmations about themselves in their mind. And I would implement this every day. I think it would be great for mental health, and I would do this like from elementary to even high school as something that can incorporate into their lifestyle. I would also incorporate calming corners in every single classroom. I think it's so important, whether we're in elementary or middle school or maybe even high school. I mean, there are mental health issues throughout the United States of America. Like someone is going to go through that. Whether they have ADHD, whether they have anxiety, whether they have depression, someone is going to be going through something. Maybe it's someone just having a bad day. And I think a calming corner, like a little space for them, just really small, where they can just excuse themselves. They don't even have to say anything. They can just go to that corner and just relax, take a moment, and then go back to their seat. I think this would be great. They wouldn't get in trouble. The teacher can see it in view. I just think every classroom should have some type of calming corner, and just it can be like and have like a weighted blanket, maybe like a sensory lamp. It could be something really simple, but just a safe space where any student could feel like they can do that. I also wanted to mention, I mentioned high school. If they think a calming corner is too childish, then I would recommend maybe like a wellness room, maybe something where it had just white noise, very peaceful music, and just a chair, like a massage chair. And yes, I do know it would cost money, but I think it would be something great to implement about how like time for yourself is really important for mental health. Also, my last idea would be to have a yoga program, and I would start in elementary. I would do yoga poses, I would put them on the wall, and I would just have maybe a yoga program either before school or after school, and maybe have a volunteer or a teacher to really incorporate that sense of grounding. I think that would be really important. A lot of high schools, at least when I went to high school, we did not have yoga. I think that would be really cool to have something like that as an option.